El Salvador and Bitcoin, a bold leap into cryptocurrency. In 2021, El Salvador made headlines around the world by becoming the first country to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender. But what led to this groundbreaking decision? And how has it impacted the nation and the world?
So being the first country adopting Bitcoin as a legal tender.
But first, let's get an understanding of what Bitcoin is and what advantages it might have. Bitcoin is a decentralized digital currency without a central bank or single administrator that can be sent from user to user on the peer-to-peer Bitcoin network without the need of intermediaries. Transactions are verified by network nodes through cryptography and recorded in a publicly distributed ledger called a blockchain. Bitcoin was invented in 2008 by an unknown person or group of people using the name Satoshi Nakamoto. The currency began to be used in 2009 when its implementation was released as open-source software. The key characteristics of Bitcoin. 1. Decentralization. Unlike traditional currencies, Bitcoin operates on a decentralized network of computers. This means no single institution or government has control of the Bitcoin network. 2. Limited supply. The total supply of Bitcoins is capped at 21 million. This scarcity is meant to mimic the properties of scarce resources like gold and is thought to help preserve its value. 3. Digital and global. Bitcoin transactions can be made anywhere in the world, without the need for currency exchange. It operates on a 24/7 basis, unlike traditional banking systems. 4. Pseudonymity. Users can hold multiple Bitcoin addresses, and they are not linked to names, addresses, or other personally identifying information. However, Bitcoin transactions are transparent and traceable, stored in the blockchain. 5. Security. Bitcoin transactions are secured by cryptographic algorithms that are nearly impossible to hack. The blockchain technology ensures the integrity and chronological order of transactions. 6. Divisibility. The smallest unit of a Bitcoin is called Satoshi. It is 100 millionth of a Bitcoin, 0.00000001. This allows for microtransactions. Bitcoin has been praised for its potential to disrupt traditional financial systems, offering lower transaction fees compared to conventional online payment mechanisms, and is operated by a decentralized authority, contrasting with government-issued currencies. However, it has also been criticized for its use in illegal transactions, its high electricity consumption for mining activities, price volatility, and thefts from exchanges. El Salvador adoption. President Nayib Bukele announcement at the Bitcoin 2021 conference in Miami. Aimed at revolutionizing the economy and banking the unbanked, El Salvador's leap into cryptocurrency was born. The Salvadoran Congress moved quickly, passing the Bitcoin law in June 2021, just days after Nayib's announcement. This law made Bitcoin legal tender alongside the US dollar. El Salvador's move to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender was a landmark decision in the world of cryptocurrencies, marking the first time a country officially recognized a cryptocurrency in this capacity. This decision, announced in June 2021 and implemented in September of the same year. This new law made Bitcoin legal tender alongside the US dollar and mandated that all businesses must accept Bitcoin as payment, provided they have the technological means to do so. So what motivated El Salvador to take such a bold step? There were several factors. 1. Remittances. A significant portion of El Salvador's GDP, around 20%, comes from remittances, money sent home by Salvadorans living abroad, primarily in the United States. There are 2.3 million Salvadorans living in the USA, but Canada, Mexico, Italy, and Spain are other destinations. Bitcoin was seen as a way to reduce transaction fees and increase the efficiency of sending remittances. 2. Financial inclusion. A large part of the Salvadoran population does not have access to traditional banking services. Bitcoin, accessible through smartphones, was viewed as a means to increase financial inclusion. 3. Economic strategy. The Salvadoran government, led by President Nayib, saw Bitcoin as a way to attract investment, boost economic growth, and position El Salvador as a pioneer in the adoption of cutting-edge technology. Here's how it was implemented. Bitcoin law. The cornerstone of Bitcoin's legal status in El Salvador is the Bitcoin law, passed in June 2021. This law made Bitcoin legal tender alongside the US dollar and mandated that all businesses must accept Bitcoin as payment, provided they have the technological means to do so. Chivo Wallet launch. Alongside the enactment of the Bitcoin law, the Chivo Wallet was made available for download, and the government began distributing the $30 Bitcoin incentive to Salvadoran citizens who signed up. Installation of Bitcoin ATMs. Starting in September 2021, over 200 Bitcoin ATMs were installed across El Salvador and in select locations in the United States, making it easier for Salvadorans working abroad to convert between US dollars and Bitcoin. and send money back home. Public education campaign. Following the law's implementation, the government initiated various programs and campaigns to educate the public on how to use Bitcoin and the Chivo Wallet. This included informational spots on television, social media, and public workshops. Network of support, technical support, and educational initiatives were set up to help citizens understand and use Bitcoin. This included hotlines, instructional videos, and assistance centers. Conversion to USD. Recognizing Bitcoin's volatility, the law allowed for the immediate conversion of Bitcoin to USD at the time of transaction. This is facilitated through the Chivo Wallet, which can automatically convert Bitcoin to USD to protect businesses and individuals from price fluctuations. Tax regulations. Transactions made with Bitcoin were exempt from capital gains tax, which is common in other jurisdictions where Bitcoin is considered an asset rather than a currency. Geothermal energy for Bitcoin mining. Shortly after the law was passed, the President announced plans to use geothermal energy from the country's volcanoes for Bitcoin mining, promoting a sustainable approach to the energy-intensive process of mining. Specific timelines for the development of this project were not immediately detailed but were part of the broader narrative around Bitcoin adoption. International and financial support. The government sought partnerships and support from various international cryptocurrency experts and companies to build the infrastructure necessary for this transition. So how was crypto received? Innovation and investment. The decision attracted attention from some international investors and the cryptocurrency community, who saw it as an innovative and bold move. Local entrepreneurs and businesses. Whilst many El Salvadorans were skeptical, there were local entrepreneurs and businesses who supported the move, hoping it would bring in tourists and investors interested in using Bitcoin. However, there was opposition. Volatility concerns. Critics pointed out Bitcoin's price volatility, expressing concern over its suitability as a medium for daily transactions and remittances. However, El Salvador did counter that issue by allowing its citizens to convert any Bitcoin they held to USD as soon as the Bitcoin transaction was completed. Implementation challenges. The rapid implementation led to technical issues and confusion among the population about how to use Bitcoin. International skepticism. International financial institutions, including the International Monetary Fund, IMF, expressed concerns about the potential for money laundering and financial instability. Public resistance. Surveys and protests indicated that a significant portion of the Salvadoran population was skeptical or opposed to the move, citing a lack of knowledge about Bitcoin and concerns over its stability and usability. Conclusion. The decision to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender was part of President Nayib's broader agenda to modernize the economy and put El Salvador on the map as a leader in cryptocurrency adoption. However, the move remains controversial, with its long-term impact on the Salvadoran economy and society still to be determined. The long-term success and impact of these initiatives remain a subject of global interest and debate.